Make sure its volume
We
is
are
full.
live.
Hello.
Hello,
Yay.
everybody. Make sure that
So good.
my iPad is muted, and it is. So how is everybody? Yesterday we got up to 40 degrees, and today we were freezing. So I am in my hoodie, very casual tonight because I do not like to be cold. Do not like it.
It's better here. We actually had sun today, and sun and a little music will make a day shine.
Yeah, I really enjoyed getting out of the house yesterday, and I went to the antique store where their jewelry prices are cheaper than the thrift stores around here. I just put out a new video showing a little haul, so you guys can go watch that. And
I saw it posted while I was at the pharmacy, and pharmacies are just difficult these days. 45-minute wait. So when we get done here, it was on my list to go watch.
Love a good jewelry. Because I'm doing a jewelry sale with Jen next week. Jenny's. I know I've never done a jewelry. Like, I've sold a piece here and there, but I've never done just a whole jewelry sale. And I knew the antique store the last time I'd been in there had good prices, but I haven't been in probably 2 months, and their prices had not changed. I got some great deals. I got some things for myself. Look, I got this ring.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't that so pretty?
Oh, the sparkle.
And it's one of those, it was adjustable. I love it.
That reminds me. That's gorgeous. I bought jewelry when I was at my last thrift sale, and I haven't pulled it out of the pouch yet. So there'll be jewelry today.
I love jewelry. Love it, love it, love it. So let's see who's here. Hello, Carolyn and Margarita. Hi.
Hello. My chat isn't working on my tablet for some reason. It's being
bummer.
Tech. It's just one of those days.
So if you're here and you don't normally talk in the chat, it's a good time just to say hello. You don't have to participate in any way. You can just hang out here. I know when I first started going to sales, I had no idea what I'd even stumbled onto. I'm like, what is this? And because the steps that it took to lead me into the vintage community. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Hope.
There we go.
Are kind of convoluted, but I stumbled onto a live sale for the very first time. I didn't even know YouTube did lives. Like, I had no clue what was going on. And so I watched, I don't even know, probably 2-3 weeks before I even said anything, because I didn't even know I could. I'm like, you must have to have special permission. Hi, Mom. You must have to have special permission. Like, I didn't know how it worked at all. So I watched for like 3 weeks before I even said hi to somebody. So if you are here, you can just pop in. Hi. You don't have to do anything else, and then we'll just say hi to you. But if you just want to hang out and observe, that's fine too.
We don't mind lurkers.
Yeah, Marguerite says, me too, I'm learning too. Yeah. My mom wanted to buy something from me the other day, and she's like, I just wasn't sure how to do it, so I didn't. Do you still have it? So she wanted that crystal bowl that I had, and I'm like, it's going to cost you dinner, Mom. You're going to have to. She makes me dinner all the time anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
She made me dinner for that crystal bowl. But hi, Helen. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Nikki.
So if you are brand new, hi, Sue, and you don't know how sales work, we will hold up a card that has a price and a number, and the first person that types in that number will get that. If it is an offer up, we will give a starting price. Hi, Barbie. And we will, say starting up at $5, and then a moderator will put that in the chat, and then you can bid. And once we think the bidding is slowed down, then we will count it down, and we will say stop or bid end, and then the moderator will put that in the chat, and then whoever was the last person to come in at the highest amount will win that item. I don't have any offer ups tonight. Do you?
Actually, yeah, I think I've got one or two. I left one in the other room. I'll have to go get it in a minute.
Nikki or Barbie, are one of you going to be here the whole time? Because if you are, maybe you could do the couple offer ups that we have.
Oh, actually,
And also,
now that I think about it, I might have a few more than, I just keep looking at stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that was.
Also, if you want an item that I hold up to be an offer up, type in offer in there, because sometimes your internet is lagging and you won't be the first person to get your number in. That'll give you a chance to battle it out with someone if you really want that item. I will always make an item an offer up if you guys request it. So So it looks like Barbie will be our start and stop.
Got it.
So
Thank you,
she'll
Barbie.
just put in the start price when Wendie says it, and then the stop when Wendie does the countdown. So hi, Releve Vintage. So that is how sales actually work. I don't explain that every time, but every now and then I like to just let people know, if they are hanging out and observing, that is how sales work. We're pretty relaxed about it and pretty friendly, and usually everybody in the chat knows everybody. See Hope's question. Let me. Hope, I will be invoicing tomorrow. I had a sale Tuesday, a sale Wednesday, a sale today. So tomorrow morning, I will be invoicing everybody, and then everybody that pays, unless the weather is nasty, I will make a run to the post office Saturday morning. Our post office is open until 1 on Saturdays, and this past Saturday I waited until 12:15 to leave the house to see if everybody had paid. I still had 3 boxes that were unpaid, so they didn't get shipped until the middle of this week. But I will make a run, and thank you, Hope, thank you, Nikki, for telling me Hope had a question. Thank you for asking the question. So I ship from Ohio, and you will need to send me, and since I am invoicing tomorrow, please send me tonight, if you win an item, your YouTube name, your real name if it's different from your YouTube name, your mailing address, and your PayPal email. Remember, if you've moved, you need to update that in PayPal and with your sellers. So if you regularly buy from people and you think they've got your address, don't forget, if you've moved, to update your address. And I currently do not ship out of the United States. I think that's everything for me. So I'll be invoicing tomorrow morning. And what about you, Wendie? Tell us where you're from. And
I am shipping from Southern Oregon. I use PayPal and Pirate Ship. I do prefer to go through the post office a lot because I have a lot of priority mailboxes. Believe it or not, there are some occasions when they're cheaper. And there are some times that I like to get it to you just a bit sooner. And so if there's any questions, or if I'm going to go, if for some reason the shipping is going to be more than like ground, I would let you know first. So there's that. Southern Oregon, I'm working on getting rid of a lot of my hard goods so I can focus on crafting, art, and selling craft mystery boxes. And I'll get into that in a little bit. And yeah, I think that's it. It's been one of those days. I can't quite remember if I've got myself totally together or not.
And hi, everyone that's come in. So
Hello.
If I didn't say hi yet, hi, Nate. Hi, John. Hi, Angela. Hi,
Nate.
Barbie. I don't even think I greeted you. Maybe I did when I greeted Nikki. You guys came in about the same time.
Oh,
hi.
Yeah.
So I think I got everybody.
Angela and yeah.
And thrifting. There's Mickey thrifting in the holler. Hi, Mickey. Hello. She was one of my very first subscribers. She's just been with me since the beginning.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, guys, I put out 2 videos this week, and then probably next week I won't put out any. I hate that. Like, I get inspiration for videos, and I'm like, boo, boo, boo. And then I'm too excited to, like, let them sit and, like, release one a week. So then I'll put out 3 in one week, and then the next week I'm like, oh, I don't put a video. So I'm trying to be consistent about it, but I did put out a haul video today if you want to go check that out. Seems like there was something else I was going to tell you guys, but I do not remember what. For those of you that have been praying for my mom, she still feels awful. Both my nieces that live there have tested positive for COVID. My niece's boyfriend has COVID. My dad so far is not, he's okay. So I don't know. And so am I. I have no symptoms. I was up there for Sunday dinner, and it's Thursday now. So, and I know it can take up to 14 days, but it seems like Omicron, once you've been exposed, like you get it within 3 or 4 days. So far, I'm still hanging in there. I have no symptoms. I am just avoiding people. So thank you, Hope. So she really appreciates all of you guys that have been praying for her this week. And I do too. So what do you say we get started? Excellent. I'm going to go first tonight. Normally I let the guests go first, but I'm going to go first.
You go for it. I haven't even written on a piece of paper yet.
That's why I'm going to go first. And you guys, I put Wendie's link in the description box down below, and maybe one of my mods can put her link in again. She doesn't have a lot of followers on YouTube yet, but one of her goals
and I don't have a lot posted.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot posted yet either.
But you're going to do that this year, right? That's one of your goals?
It is. Yeah. Videos.
So, yeah, if you can go subscribe to her channel, that would be awesome. And Wendie does this amazing thing, if you're a crafter, that you will absolutely appreciate. I am not a crafter, but I still think it's cool. And Nikki got a box, so Nikki can tell you about it. But Wendie will curate you a crafting box. You email her with how much you want to spend. You let her know colors, holiday, choices of, if you like to craft with beads, or if you like to craft with papers, or, what your preferred crafting items are. And then Wendie will put together a box made just for you. It's fantastic. So,
I love doing it.
Both of our emails are below us. So if that is something you're interested in, you can send her an email and let her know how much you want to spend and what kind of things you'd like in your box, and she will send it to you. That's why she's trying to get rid of the hard goods and focus more on the crafting, because that's where her love is. So let's help her get rid of some craft goods or some hard goods tonight, so she can focus on that crafting.
Thank you, Nikki and Helen. Yes, they are my favorite absolute thing to do.
So good. All right. So my first item is something we all hated 6 months ago. We hated the clear glass. We hated Avon. But let me tell you, Avon made some pretty cool things. So I've got a little clear glass candle holder from Avon.
Turtle.
It's a turtle. It's a fancy turtle.
It is a fancy turtle.
Now, if I was going to keep this, what I would do is dig out the original candle, which is still in there and still slightly scented. It's not bad enough to set off an asthma attack, but I can smell it. I would dig that out, and I would put one of the little color changing battery operated tea lights in there, because that would be gorgeous. But he doesn't have any chips or cracks. His feet are all in really good order. He's still got his tail. So he is super adorable, and he is going to be $6, number 16. I have been playing with my ring light, and I just cannot get it right. I moved it to clean the table, and I scrubbed the table down. I put everything back, and it's not been right since. So I am sorry. Stupid thing. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much.
All right, and my next item, now I'm going to be honest with you guys, every other item tonight is going to be a new item. The opposite item will be one that I have shown in a, thank you, Mickey. And Barbie, you don't have to put things in for the things that are, I only need to do that for the offer ups. Let me write that down. Oh, and I forgot we are doing a
Freebie.
giveaway. So let me show you my giveaway before I show you my second item. This came from Skunky Junk Sean in a pay it forward box that was purchased for me. So my friend who has been to Africa said she thinks that this is African. It wasn't labeled, but it is a little wood and basket bird box. And it is so sweet. Oh, Wendy, you got some new subscribers. Thank you, guys.
Yay. Oh, thank you, Sue.
So carved little birds in the wood. And this is going to be my giveaway. So if you make a purchase tonight, your name will go into a bowl. And then at the end of the sale, I will draw. You don't have to be here. But if you made a purchase, I will draw a name. And it's lightweight, so it won't add too much weight to your box. So that is my giveaway. So anyway, every other item tonight will be an item I had in a previous sale. So if you're like, oh, did she bring out? No. Every other item will be a brand new that I bought just in the last week or so. So this one, I think this is so cottage core. If you have cottage core decor, how fun is this? It is a sugar dish.
Oh.
Missing its spoon, unfortunately, but it's a cottage sugar dish. I love that. And it is a Nesco. You can, oh, yep, you can see it right there. It still had its original sticker off of it on it, so I wished it really carefully so that you still had that. I like that sometimes when it will show the original. I did that in today in my video. There's still the original drugstore sticker on a raincoat a vintage raincoat I bought, which I thought was cool. So this Nesco cottage sugar bowl is good. If I wouldn't drop everything, is going to be $9, number 5. $9, number 5. And that is my 2. Oh, are you guys talking about my? Look at it. Isn't that
hi,
fun?
Janine. She has rainbow eyeshadow. I mean, the talent it takes to be able to do that.
It's not talent. Seriously, I just go and hope it doesn't go in the wrong spots. All right. It is Wendy's turn.
After this, I'll go run and get the freebie gift. It's a mug with flowers on it.
Okay.
So first of all, let's start out with, I'm calling it napkin shaped glass, a hanky glass.
Oh,
it's a thicker glass. It had a candle in it, so I would call it a votive holder, but you know how we are. We can use any little goodie in there. It's got a nice little rest on the side. So, if you needed to lean a pen, I wonder if my pen would lean in there. Look at that.
Or if you want a super fancy ashtray.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, very fancy doobie holder. Yeah, I love it. It is just, and of course now we've got this beautiful red and green going on. So this could be for Christmas. This can be for spring. This can be year round. The beautiful greens on it. So this is $7.
Oh, that's a great
and
price.
It's going to be letter A. $7, letter A.
And Angela, I actually hashtagged a couple of the makeup companies. If you just look at the hashtag in the description on that video, you'll see the 2 main ones that I buy from. You've got Janine Anderson for letter A. Thank you, Janine.
Oh, excellent. Thank you,
Hi,
Janine.
Debbie. How are you tonight?
Right there.
Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
Excellent. All righty. The next thing I have, and I have multiples of them. I've got It's got 10 bags made. So I guess the first 10 people who want them, if there's that many who do, I can get you covered. These are vintage miniature wooden spools. I'm asking $4 a bag. Some of them still have their old like Coates and Clark labels, and some of them are done in green printing on the end. Some of them are blank. So I've got 10 bags at $4 a bag, and I guess this one will just type in spool because I've got more than one. So I guess we don't need a letter.
We used
That's
to
the way
do
my
so
brain.
many crafts with those when I was a kid.
They are great for little risers inside of things. You can paint them. And I know these are vintage. They came out of my my grandmother's property. When I used to live up there, I rescued these. And when I mean rescued, I mean rescued. So most of them I cleaned up pretty well. You shouldn't find any old dead friends in there. All
You've
right.
got Janine for 3 bags.
Excellent. Thank you, Janine. 3 bags for Janine. 6 bags. Boy, Barbie, you're great at this. Thank you.
You've got Nikki for a bag. How many bags did you have?
I got 10.
Okay, so you got Nikki for a bag. You got Nikki. Janine for, you got.
All right. Excellent. Yeah. Sweet. Not a problem. I've got you for just one, Nikki.
So if you are watching this on the
Sue would like
Sue
to.
for 2. So if you're watching this on the replay later, if you see an item and you wonder if it's still available for sale, you absolutely can email either of us. And you could also Instagram message me if you wanted. I check that daily too.
Excellent. That's so cool. Oh, this is awesome. I've still got, believe it or not, there will be more. And I will have, I think I'll have a smaller arrangement of the larger ones, maybe. I can't remember how many of those I have, but I took them out of cardboard boxes they were in that were just full of barnness. I think that's what we'll call it. And stored them in the shoe containers. So yeah, this is excellent, and I greatly appreciate it. This will really start to help clear a few things out. There are still 4 bags,
right?
Yeah, and that's my 2 for this time. So if anybody's interested in them later, just send me a message. Thank you.
Okay, my next item is a 1975. This is one of the Hans Christian Andersen plates, but I bought it. My daughter loves anything that is this style. Oh, that stupid ring light. So I knew if nobody wanted it, I could probably give it to her and she'd love it. So the Hans Christian Andersen plates, there was a whole collection of them. It's just one of them. This one is entitled The Nightingale, 1975. These are Royal Dalton. So you can see all of that on the back. And I think it's numbered and signed too. That looks like it's numbered and signed. But, or not Royal Dalton, Royal Copenhagen, I'm sorry. Royal Copenhagen from Denmark. So it's beautiful. It's got this trim around the edge. So it's got, in the trim, it's got flowers, swan, butterfly, birds. So even the edge is really super pretty. And of course I liked it because it had a swan on it. We all know how much I love swans. So this little plate, because they're not uncommon, but this little plate, only $5, number 20. $5, number 20. Ooh, me too, Nikki. I love a good barn dig. I did that a lot this summer. All right, and my second item is this silver-plated bell where the handle looks like a branch, and then the bell looks like it has leaves hanging over it. I love this. Like, this just reminds me of fairy core, or makes me think of fairy core. And it's so delicate, and I think it would fit so nicely if that was the way that you decorated. It is just 4.5 inches tall, so it's not a super tall one. It is tarnished. I do not polish things. I know that Soulmate hates that, but I don't. Even the silverware that I eat off of every day is not tarnished. And this little bell, or is tarnished, is not polished. My mom's like, do you want me to take this up there and have your nieces polish? And I'm like, no, it's fine. I like it that way. I like the patina on everything. $6, number 1. $6, number 1.
I have
I
seen
love it.
many times where people will take like a brass or bronze sculpture and polish it and lose the patina and take thousands of dollars off of its value. I am hesitant.
Absolutely.
As much as I love to have stuff done, even furniture, taking patina off of furniture can even be bad. So
yes, always check, because
yes.
Yeah. Now my silverware that I use is silver plated, so it's not worth anything according to when I had it appraised. It was my grandmother's, and it was like her grandmother's or her great aunt's or something. It's got a rose pattern on it. It's gorgeous. So my mom did polish it before. She had the girls polish it before I got to have it. But it's so pretty. It's set in a drawer like my entire childhood. And I thought, you know what? I'm using that. And that is my everyday silverware. The silver plated, super old silverware. I love it. And I don't care that it's tarnished now over time.
When my great grandmother was alive, she had a regular silverware set, and then she had her good silverware set. And I always wanted her everyday set. I loved the long tongs on the forks, the design, and I just loved her everyday set. And wouldn't you know, she gave me for my wedding day, I got a set of 4 when I got married the first time of her regular silverware. And then when it came time to start passing things on, I also got her good silverware set.
Oh, so you got both.
Yeah,
I have both of my grandmothers too, but she never used the silver plated rose when I was growing up. But her everyday silverware was cool, but it didn't have enough to it was just a stainless steel set. I really like the feel of it, but there's not enough to set a whole table with it. So I still have it in the drawer, but there's not a lot of the iced teaspoons are still all there though.
I love iced teaspoons. I have an addiction to iced teaspoons.
Yeah. All right. It is your turn, lady. You are up.
So my giveaway is going to be this yellow rose cup with gold trim, and there's a flower on the handle, and it comes down into the gold. And this is an Ode to Geary cup. And there it says American Rose Gardens, and this is the Peace Rose, and it's got a date of 1995, and evidently Paul Sweeney would be the designer, and licensed in Nesco. I had no idea.
I love that.
So that is my freebie today. All righty. Okay. And this time, I'm still unprepared. It is one of those days.
I agree. Silverware should feel good in your hand. Yes.
Yes. The problem became with my grandmother's when I was the What am I missing? I'm missing stickies. Where did they go? They ran away from me. They had been used for so long, the plating was starting to come off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is kind of funky to eat off of now, but I'm still keeping them. I'm not getting rid of them.
That's why I lucked out with my grandmother's silver plated ones and they were in one of those felt things you rolled up in the back of a drawer for years and years and years and years and years. So they were not worn at all. They were not over polished.
Alrighty, let's see if I can get this going. Alrighty, so less description, more numbers. I am going to start with a piece of jewelry. He is not signed, but it is a mask with dangly, emeraldy, what do you call them? Rhinestones.
Oh, that is fun.
It is a really fun mask. I can't get it to focus, so let's try this. Block me out. Oh, look, there's nothing there. He's not focusing really well.
I could not get it to focus on jewelry when I was doing my video earlier today. I have issues.
I think it's having issues because the eyes keep dangling and it doesn't know what to do. So anyway, it is $6 for the mask brooch. It's got the safety clasp on the back that we're all used to by now. It's nice and gold on the back.
Yes, Margarita, only Jen can do that magic trick.
I know. It's only her. I bow down to her magic brilliance. Oh my gosh, it focused for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it did.
There you go. So you've got rhinestones on the bottom of the lip. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Never mind. I'm sorry, everybody. This has to go in a different pile. It is missing rhinestones.
Oh.
It's missing like 5, and I didn't even look that hard. I'm so sorry. So I got something different for $3 instead of $6. Like this. I'm just going to start making cards. I don't have the cash cards made yet. Okay, so let's go with a different brooch. This one's $3. It is not signed. It is a solid silver tone leaf with the swirl and nubs. So there's a little ball here, here, and here of metal.
Is that a leaf or is it a shamrock?
It might be like a shamrock, a stylized shamrock. I'm not sure. But I thought it was cute.
Focus, maybe it's more of a leaf. Super pretty.
There's that one. So that will be $3. Letter B. We'll get this straight. I promise, guys. $3. Letter B for the silver tone leaf brooch. And then we'll do another jewelry. Double check the rhinestones. Yeah. Much better. Now, it's more of a pin. And I'm going to go. I'm hilarious. Some things I ask what I pay for. Some things I ask a little more. This is what I paid for this one. So here we go. 2 birds on a branch. It's not going to focus again. So this is going to be $4 for the 2 birds on a branch. They have a couple of like steel colored rhinestones. I don't know if, or gunmetal. That's a good color description for beads. It is not wanting to focus. Come on. Do me the focusing favor. Okay, Jen's trick. Jen! Oh, so close. Just not quite. They're just insane. So, too little. Normally I have good cards. Normally I'm prepared. That's a joke. That's a big joke. Wendy's never prepared. So $4 for the little birds. And they have, instead of a brooch clip, they are like a pin back, which in a lot of ways, in my opinion, makes them even more secure. Because it's one of those you got to push and then pull to get it off. So it's got a locking pin back on it. And they are two of the cutest little birds.
Those locking pin backs always confuse me. I'm like, oh, I can't get this off. But they're far nicer than the other ones.
Yeah. All right. So $4 and number C. Letter C. I told you it was a day. Letter
Wendie,
C. And
you need to shuffle your letters, or people are going to be able to guess what your next
or
one's
I'm going to be predictability. So much
but
fun.
Look at that. Claudia will take B.
I saw that. Thank you, Claudia.
I love my leaf brooches. I don't know why. I just do. That was your 2, right?
Yes. And I will keep those leaf brooches in mind.
So while I was at the antique store getting jewelry for next week's jewelry sale with Janice, I found just 4 vintage Valentines. Just 4. And they are so cute. And I had to dig through like 100 postcards to find these because I saw one sticking out and I'm like, where there is one, there must be more. And I stood there in the cold basement of that drafty antique store until I found 4. And that was all that was in there. So you got this one, little Dutch kids. Nothing on the back, although the person that sold these did write on the back in pencil her booth number and the price. And I tried to erase one. It didn't erase off very well, so I thought I would just leave them on there. So you'll know what I paid for them. This little piggy, you're my Valentine. Oh, it says you're some dish, my Valentine. Look at his little face. These are so cute. Turtle. Now, this is the only one that had a name on it. Lambert Crinky. Lambert Crinky. That's the name on it. And this says a Gibson card, Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. To me, this one seemed a bit newer than the other 3, but this one's my favorite. My absolute favorite. Look at her face. It says, you're my Valentine. So there are 4. And they are going to be just $10, number 9.
Hi, Trisha.
Number 9. Hi, Trisha. Thanks for popping in. $10, number 9. For the 4 vintage Valentines. And then my next item is, the consensus was this was handmade, but I cannot say for sure because I do not crochet or knit. But it is a baby sweater. It is the booties. I guess. Booties. And then it is the bonnet. And I didn't have the booties with my set, but somebody had handmade me a set when I was born, gave it to my mom with the bonnet and the sweater. My mom kept it and I dressed my daughter in it. So someday I will pass that on to my daughter if she decides to have children, which at this point in time, she thinks they're gross and nasty and she's not ruining her body for that. So all 3 pieces, well, all 4 pieces, because there's 2 booties, just $9, number 15. $9, number 15.
There's nothing wrong with There's nothing wrong with waiting I was married once, didn't
No.
have any kids. I didn't have kids till my second marriage, and I was 33 when I gave birth to my son, I think, or something like that. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with waiting.
That is what I told her. Hi, Karen. I'm like, enjoy
Okay.
yourself. Have fun.
Yes. Okay. So I don't know what I did with my, I'm probably sitting on it. I know I have a little pad of Post-it notes over. Oh,
Did you find them?
yeah.
Right in front of you?
Yeah. Pretty much right behind me under this big bulbous bum I've managed to gain. All right. So, how many people? 26. All righty. So, first, I'm going to go with, is that the one I think it is? It is. I know I spelled it wrong, but let's just get a number on here. I don't like that
Hi,
number. Let's do a
Jen.
different
I've
number.
been talking about us.
Oh, Jen, you showed up just in
next week.
time. Hi, Jen. Oh, it's not hobnail. You don't do milk glass if it's not
She
hobnail,
did show up
right?
just in time, though, because I have hobnail coming up.
Oh, look
Which
at
I did
that.
not check with her first because I just bought it yesterday.
Okay. So this is a milk glass vase. It is put out by E.O. Brody Company, USA, Cleveland.
Oh, that was here. That was here in Ohio. I have a ton of E.O. Brody.
Yes. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but this has a very, let's see where I can get it where it looks. There we go. It has a really fine line that's going around it. It's got like this feel, little individual lines going across the glass as well. So it's a secondary texture on top of its swirl. And
yeah, swirl
once again, I have not brought my measuring tape, so it is
yay big.
Yay big. It covers my face. Boom, 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 boom. And it has a really nice opening. It gets a little smaller down towards the bottom, but not by much. So really good shape. It's $7 for the Brody milk glass vase. And it's going to be letter N. Woohoo! So the Brody milk glass vase for $7, letter N.
It is hilarious that you brought that tonight because as I was cleaning up some stuff I'd picked up this week, I was like, I wonder if this is available in other states because I find so much because it was made like 60 miles from me, right in Cleveland, Ohio. And I was like, I wonder if other states even find this stuff or if I just find it all the time because it was made here in Ohio. And then you show up with a piece. That's fantastic.
I think it has everything to do with the popularity of milk glass and how much was produced.
Well,
I know
they did
there are
all
things
kinds of glass because I have a ton of the emerald green E.O. Brody glass. So they did all kinds of
colors.
glass. Oh, yeah. My St. Patrick's Day sale just may have some E.O. Brody glass.
Okay.
Hi, Bridget.
I gotta keep my eyes open because I'm a green glass fanatic. I have a couple.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah, I have a
emerald
thing.
green. I have the uranium green. I have the olive green. I love green glass. I have it everywhere.
All right. So the next one is also milk glass. Take that off. I don't take stickers off all the times. I don't have a measuring tape again, but it is, I believe this is supposed to mimic the quilt pattern from Westmoreland.
Yeah,
but
it looks like that.
This is Napco, also from Cleveland. So I am full of Cleveland glass today. So there we go. It's got that really pretty pattern, got a nice scallopy edge to it. Beautiful for candies or displaying Christmas ornaments or anything your little heart
It
desires.
moves from display to display. White, because it's neutral, is just a fantastic. If you have a couple of just gorgeous pieces of clear and gorgeous pieces of milk glass, then you can put in all your colors in there, and it complements everything.
It's also yay tall. And in comparison, it's right at the same height as the vase. It really is, that with that pedestal on it. It's got a really, really nice shaped bottom pedestal. Alrighty, and so this is the Napco milk glass, is going to be $9. Letter H. $9. Letter H.
And hello, Mr. L. Page. Thanks for stopping into my sale. I appreciate it. And I saw the numbers go up, and not a lot of people said hi. So if you're here and just hanging out, hello, thanks for coming.
Hello, everyone.
All right. So my next item is also milk glass. This was unplanned, but look at this. I'm so mad that I moved this to clean. Let me turn it down for this. There, that's better. So it's a hobnail toothpick. It's the sharper hobnails, which I believe makes it Fenton, although it is not marked Fenton. Here's the bottom, but it is hand painted. Look at these little flowers. So it's just a tiny little thing. It is older Fenton, and it is 3 inches tall. I'm guessing it's older Fenton. Since it is not marked, I never want to say for sure that it is something when it isn't marked. But it is a stunning little piece. And I picked this up at the antique store when I was in there yesterday. And I actually picked it up and put it back down. I picked it up and put it back down. And I'm like, no, I have to get that. Because I've never seen one with the painting on it for these little flowers. So it is going to be $12, number 7. $12, number 7. Hang on a second, guys. Someone is knocking at my door. Maybe they'll go away. All right.
You didn't order food, did you?
No, I did not. I ate popcorn for dinner. What are you talking about? So my next item is 2 Valentine's Day mugs. Now this one technically not Valentine's Day, but because this little bear right here had hearts on his shirt, I included them as a lot. These could also be birthday bears, or you've got green for St. Patrick's Day. You've got duckies there for Easter. Mold lines. It is not marked Fenton. Stupid ring light. I should never have cleaned the table off because it fell over and now I can't get it to work right. But is that what you want to see, Randy? And mold lines. I don't know. Now I got to turn my ring light back up because I can't see. Okay, see 1, 2, just 2. So on opposite sides there. Okay. So that's the first mug. These are both the Lucy and Rig Lucy Rig, Enesco imports. One is 83 and one is 85, I believe. Yes, 83 and 85. So the 85 one has this adorable heart handle. And there's the bears on this one. They're so sweet. So both of these are 80s mugs. Both are pretty clean. I don't see any flaws, no chips, no cracks. Not coffee stained like you find mugs sometimes, which if you're putting them in a display, it doesn't matter that they're coffee stained, but if you wanted to use these, you could. And both of them together, it's for the set, are going to be $8, number 18. $8, number 18 for the Enesco Valentine's mugs, and that is my two.
Right. One of these days. Oh no, I remember why I didn't write a ticket. We're going to do an offer up. All righty. So I got to move my table slightly. Please do not get seasick. All righty. I have a napkin. And I don't have, actually, the yardstick's over there. I believe it's just a yard and a half. So here's how we start. With a beautiful stripe pattern that goes around. It's more the size of a lap blanket. It's just beautiful with the colors and the design going the sideways direction. I'm not helping. Here we go. So I was going to start this at $10 and start at $10. Barbie, thank you. And let me grab my, here. It does have one other little thing. Someone put a label on it. I don't know if it's the person who made it or who they gifted it to, but it just says branch on denim. And then it is
We've got Randy at $10.
excellent. It is 36 and 24 added together gets us 10, 1, 64. That seems large. My math and measuring may be slightly off. But if you fold it in half.
Kim at 11.
So in my opinion, it's a great lap blanket or one of those Afghans that goes over the back of the chair or a couch just for emergency warmth and coziness.
And Nikki's saying 60 inches.
Thank you, Nikki.
I knew that was not a bid, Nikki.
We're good, but we're not that good, Nikki.
Oh, that is pretty. I like all the colors.
I did too. I just thought that they worked well together, and I am still taking all the little. Oh heck. Shh. Don't tell anybody I forgot to remove the price tag.
I was doing that right before the sale. Price tags are the bane of my existence, especially the super sticky ones.
The super sticky ones, or for me with clothing, it's that little plastic T-bone thing that you use to secure the tags onto cloth.
Yep.
And for some reason, they determine they need to go right in the seam. It's really tough to remove them sometimes if somebody puts them in the seam of your clothing. All right. I don't feel any more plastic. Excellent. So,
hi,
where
Christine.
are we at?
We are at 11 with Kim.
11 with Kim.
I had bought a pair of dress pants because I have lived in sweatpants for almost 2 full years now, or scrubs for work, so I've not had to wear actual pants. But my niece was graduating, and so I had bought a pair of khakis with a nice dress shirt. And afterwards, after the graduation, I get home and I take them off, and I'm like, dang it, that little plastic tag was still in there. And I'd wish them at all, but that stupid thing was still in there.
So hard to get rid of silly things like that.
Well, you can go ahead and count down.
Excuse me. My nose got tickled. All right. Going once, and I'll wait for someone to put it in, and then when I see the going once, I'll say going twice, and we'll do it that way.
Yeah, Barbie's doing that for us.
I just count too slow.
I'm okay counting backwards from 10, but when
going
I go
twice?
on Misty's channel, she counts backwards from 15, and I'm probably going to forget numbers.
I tried counting on Helen's yesterday, and all I found out was that I hate my glasses. They're always crooked. And all I found out was that I count way too slow and I get lost. And sold to Kim for $11. So please, if you haven't ordered from me before, make sure that you Wendie's Wacky Warehouse at gmail.com with your information. And don't forget, Wendie is spelled with an IE. All right.
Is that your first item or your second? That was your first, right?
I think that was my first one.
Yeah.
And we're just going to do an offer up again. And the next offer up, hold on to your sugar britches. I have
she will send the info.
Thank you so much, Kim.
And Wendie is shipping from Oregon. And
yep,
I ship from Ohio.
Southern Oregon. Oh, yeah.
We are the 2 O's tonight.
Yeah. All right. There's a pair. They're lambs. They have halos. Lambs with halos. And covered in sugar.
So darling. They're so darling.
There are no
What's the starting price?
Starting price is $6 for the 2. So, green eyes and a green bow. They didn't sugar under the tails. I just thought that was so awesome. The entire things are coated in the little tiny grit sugary stuff, and the underneath of the tail is smooth. So
you've got Sonia at 6.
Excellent. So that's number 1. And then, of course, the buddy with the pinky purple bow. Also, we have to have a halo.
Sue at 7. I guess I could be putting that up there, huh? Sue at 7.
Underneath of the tail once again. They are made in Japan. They do say Japan. They are not salt and pepper shakers. They are just figurines.
They are darling, and that's an excellent starting price for these.
Yeah, I was so very happy to get them at the price that I did so that I could keep them starting low for you guys, because I don't find things like this very often. They're just too cute and too perfect.
Sonia at 12.
Wow.
You've got Sue at 14.
Oh, thank you so much for you got this guy. This is just awesome. See, and there's their unders. They got the front of their feet are like painted. Their little
They
hoofies
are darling.
Yes, the eyes are very strong, and that green just pops out and says, "You need to love me."
Got Sue at 16.
Oh, you guys are amazing.
Well, on Picasso Cat's sale earlier, she had sugar bears and she started them at 20. So these people know a good deal when they see it. Got
well,
Sonia at 17.
so happy. So yeah, they're just so cute. And the cheeks.
Some of my poodles are spaghetti and some of my poodles are sugared.
To tell you the honest truth, I like sugared, I think, a little bit better than I like spaghetti. But I will pick up anything I see like that. If it looks like this and is good, I will definitely keep lammy bums.
We've got Sue Golombeski at 21.
Oh, thank you guys.
Sonia at 22.
And I know it looks like his ear is chipped, but it's not.
I love that that one's got his ear up and then one ear up.
It is just, it's got one of those sugars right on the tip, and it just gives it everything. It just looks like that extra little piece of wool poofing off of his ear going in here.
We've got Sonia at 30 now.
Oh, wow. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Canned air. Mr. L. Page.
You know what I do? When I find a spaghetti poodle that is filthy, he gets dunked right in water, and then I have these baby toothbrushes. He gets a little scrub, a little rinse. He gets to sit out and air dry, and they are good to go.
And then for keeping your collection clean through the year, dusting's a pain. You get yourself a thing of canned air. Don't let it get too cold, blowing on one item in one spot, but you just kind of squirt it around through there, and it will help lift all that light dust and keep your spaghetti and sugar items clean.
Because I have found some of the spaghetti poodles at flea markets and garage sales that were filthy. Now, the problem comes in when you've got a piece that has been repaired, because that old glue sometimes will dissolve in the water. So those pieces get a lot more careful cleaning. But the ones that are still intact, dunk them right in the water. I give them a good, gentle scrub.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bidding has slowed down, so let's go ahead and count that down.
All righty, we'll do that. So we'll do a going once. I like playing with toys. One of these days, I got to get my toy bucket out and have a toy sale.
Weird. Oh, we're jumping. We're jumping.
Going twice.
Our lag must be huge. That was like 15 seconds. Usually it's about 8 seconds.
Oh, yeah, Barbie, one of these days, we're like, do I still have the bucket in here? I had a bucket. He picked up a whole bunch of teeny tiny, evidently they're Pokemon toys. And so, yeah. Oh, Sonia, and sold. Looks
now
like
wait
they're
until
going to go
see this sold. Just wait.
True.
Because somebody else might jump in here at the end. Yeah, maybe the internet's just tired like the rest of us, Nikki. It's just moving slow like the rest of us. There's the sold. They do go to Sue Golombeski for $35. Congratulations, Sue.
Wow, thank you so much, Sue. I really appreciate this.
Those were a good item. And that was your 2, right?
That was my 2.
All right. So let me see what I've got next. Oh, I love this little ginger jar with the phoenix on it. It is green. This did come in green and blue. And it is the VAR Japan imports. It's probably not
That's
gonna. And
beautiful.
man, did I find out some interesting things. Now I knew it was a ginger jar, and I will point out that it should have been the what plied, whatever. It should have started here, and then there should have been this much space up here. So this jar did have a defect, so I priced it accordingly. But if you go on Amazon to buy a ginger jar now, they're like $22, $23 just to start up for a brand new one. So this is a vintage ginger jar. So because the transfer was placed wrong, there is, it looks like fading all the way around, but the transfer was placed wrong. It should have been here, and there should have been white space between here and here, because every other one that I looked up was made that way, and this one was just, it was transferred wrong. The lid is perfect. There are no chips, no cracks. The inside is clean, but it is green instead of blue. And it's super pretty with its original sticker. So I washed it I didn't dunk it in water. Anytime there's original sticker left, it does not get a good dunking. It gets a careful wiping. So I never want to take the sticker off. I know that's important to some people. So because the transfer was made wrong, this ginger jar is only $10, number 4. $10, number 4, which is a really good price for a vintage or a new ginger jar, apparently. I had no idea they were so expensive. All right, my next item is a vintage FTD planter with these pink flowers, 1979. I just thought it was really fun to find a 1979 vintage heart-shaped, and it's got the swoopy heart there.
Okay, whoever thought FTD would become vintage?
Oh, right. But that means you and I are vintage too.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right. At its widest point, 7 inches. So 7 inches long. Not super big. It's a nice size. And if you're new, Barbie is just putting in the number and the price of the item. She is not bidding and buying everything. So feel free to buy something if you'd like to. And this is going to be just $6, number 10. $6, number 10 for the FTD hearts with flowers that would like to go in your Valentine's display. And that is my 2.
All right. Really, I know what I'm doing. All right.
You know, I really felt like the adults in my life when I was a kid knew what they were doing. And now I am a 48-year-old who has no idea what I'm doing. And I'm like, nobody ever knows. Nobody.
No. And it's like you think they're going to convey that information to you as you age or, whatever.
FTD
it just never gets there.
Well, floral something. What was FTD? Do you remember?
Oh, Lord.
Maybe it says here in the tiny, tiny writing. Let me look.
I want to say Flora Teledesign.
No, Florist Trans World Delivery. Because FTD is the one that started the company delivering flowers.
Excellent. Hey,
I was like,
that's a good thing to be curious about, Barbie. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let's do this next. We're gonna make it an offer up. I guess I got more than I thought today. And we'll start it at $6. It is a dragon goblet. It is made of stoneware. I think that's a stoneware. Not a thin porcelain, that's for sure. It's got a beautiful blue glaze on the inside. Doesn't have any chips, scratches, or nicks. You can put an assemblage in it. You can drink out of it. You can store goodies.
Do you know if it's food safe?
I don't, because I bought it from a thrift store. But
okay,
from
I'm
what I
gonna
know
guess that the blue is food safe, but the gold part is not, because my boys are both ceramic artists, and pretty much anytime it has a metallic sheen, it is not food safe.
Now the inside is a black. See where this black comes in at the rim?
Yeah.
There is a black.
So well made.
It is.
I think they'd be mad at me if I bought it though.
Oh, I see.
Kemet 6 and then My Pal Sal Vintage. That's a new name to me. So hello, My Pal Sal Vintage.
Hello.
Thanks for coming in.
So it stands about yay tall, shorter than the other things I've shown today. Still takes up my face. What else is new? Compared to my hand, if this is at the palm of my hand. So it stands as tall, you know, an average glass size. It's got a nice fat grip on it, and your fingers just want to fall right into that tail for holding. It's just spectacular to hold it in your hand. I'll keep that in mind, Nikki. You never know what I'm going to find over here. Southern Oregon is really known for its eclectic mesh of people. And we have the university in Ashland, just a little bit further down. And it's just been, you never know what people are going to be making or bringing in from other places. I've found amazing artwork that didn't sell at a auction house, just free on the side of the road. So you never know what you're going to find around here. And I just happened to stumble into one of my thrift stores I don't go to very often. It's a once a year stop off place. And she happened to have this, and I was just blown away. So looks like bidding slowed down a little. I will start with the going once.
I just adore that. I just adore it.
Yeah. We have a lot of dragon and wizard stuff, and I brought it home for the other half. And he goes, yeah, that's cute, whatever. And I'm like, okay, not the dragon you were looking for. I will find you another.
Hi, Jazdia. The last time that I dated, which was almost 5 full years ago, my boyfriend had bought me a clear wine glass, but it had it etched into the glass Mother of Dragons. Because Game of Thrones was super popular then, but I also had 3 teenagers and he thought it was funny. And would you know, within 2 weeks, my daughter had shattered it. So she still owes me a Mother of Dragons glass. I'm just saying. Just saying.
If you're out there listening, my dear.
She's at work right now, so she's missing that. But
okay, did I miss the going?
Remind her.
Did I miss the going once, or is it that much lag?
I wonder if Barbie's distracted, so she didn't hear the going once. I can put it in if you need me to.
Sure, we'll do that. Going once, or you can put in a going twice.
Oh, there's the going
once.
once.
There it is. Hi, okay. Hi, Barbie. I'm going to say it's lag. Oh, you didn't? Okay. I still say it's lag. If yeah, I have many kinds of lag. RenCon is a Ren Fair convention. Ren fairs are usually based around your medieval times and your dragon lores. A lot of LARPing at usually at a Ren fair as well.
Yes, I'm very angry because right before COVID shut everything down, I had found a gorgeous velvet Renaissance dress, handmade, with a cape. I bought 2 capes to go with it, actually. It was a green dress. I bought a purple cape, and it came with a black and gold one. And then everything got shut down. So we are
I
total
know.
nerds. Just so you know,
Oh,
I'm a nerd.
I have a reversible purple and green velvet cloak upstairs, hooded cloak.
I love
And
that.
actually, I have two things to bring tonight that are kind of like that. So,
all right, you've got, my pal's out 15, and then you've got Kim at 16. So
16, and the going twice is up. So sold.
whoever gets in there before Barbie types sold.
Pray for lag.
Yay! I'm chewing on my fingernails.
So smooth. Just a lovely dragon.
And there's
All
Barbie
right.
sold. So it goes to Kim Murphy at 16. Congratulations.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kim.
Jazzy, I knew we were sisters at heart. So was that 1 or 2?
That was 1, I think. Was that 1? Did I do 2? I think that was remember. 1. I can't. My brain is never full of memories. It's always full of
very menopausal brain fog, so I will go with whatever you say.
I have about the same thing. I have the hysterectomy. So I did the early menopause. Best thing I ever did.
Yes, hysterectomy was the best thing I ever did. I agree with that.
And I know it might be a little off topic, but for any women out there, or even men who know women in their lives, who their doctors say, yeah, we need to go in and do a surgery, and we're only going to take like 1 of your fallopian tubes. No. Every woman I've ever known who's gone in for a partial hysterectomy within 6 months has had to go back in and had all the rest taken out. So get it done.
It's funny
get it all
because
all at once.
The doctor that did my hysterectomy is also the very first doctor I ever saw when I was 15, having, severe problems. And he's also the one that delivered my children. And I knew I wanted to have my hysterectomy done before he retired because I knew he's getting close to that age. And I'm like, no, you got to do this. You are my doctor.
You are my doctor. You can't leave until I'm fit, proper. All right. So this has been packaged up because I had taken pictures of it trying to sell it on eBay a few years ago. And nobody on eBay seemed to want anything to do with it. So I will let you guys decide if you want it to be an offer up or not. If not, I'll just, and if either way, we'll start it out at let's start it out at $8 because I really don't know. I'm sure it's worth more, but so starting at $8, I have a lot.
He's keeping us in suspense.
I know. I have a lot. It is, and not only is it a lot, but it's a lot of a lot. So we're going to start with this little dude. He's got a little dirty spot on his lip, but I don't know if you guys know, this is the Olympic mascot that they had at the Atlanta Games in 1996. So he's
really,
yeah, he's the little mascot dude from the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. He was the guy represented, all the rings on his tail and such around his eyes. So he's the first bit of it. The second bit is, this is from Alberta, 1992. It is the ice dancing lapel pin. Oh, come on.
I like that.
So there's
the ice skating is my favorite part of the Winter Olympics.
Yes. It was until I started watching those. I'm a strange person. I don't watch football because they got rid of a lot of the violence. I'm like, no broken bones, no severed arteries, no foul. That's my belief in basketball. And
I hope.
So then I started watching the ski jumpers. Oh yeah, I love curling too, Nikki. Curling's relaxing. It's better than watching golf if you want to take a nap. Tennis is fun to nap to because of the rhythm of it.
We're only about halfway through, so you haven't missed everything.
Yeah. So all of these pins in the case.
Oh, look at
Also,
that.
now, and I found these, I got these separate from the dude, but these also are from the 96 Atlanta games. This is your Coca-Cola pin. You've got Coca-Cola.
Now, my dad would like that. He collects Coca-Cola.
You've got the Atlanta games pin itself. Let's take this off. Maybe it'll focus better. Lift the lid. And yeah, it is in the case. It will come in the case. So it's got the Atlanta games pin. It's got another Atlanta games pin here. This says countdown to the Olympic Games, 900 days, January 31st, 94. This is the 1,000-day countdown pin. This is a 800-day countdown pin. Another Atlanta Coca-Cola pin, and another Atlanta Games Coca-Cola pin, along with the Pin Society ribbon. That's what the big one in the middle is for. And then it also comes with, because these were, I'm assuming this was the same. Oh, these ones are from the LA games, actually. So this is a beaded flag. Couldn't find the word. This is the 1984 guy. He says 1984 on his belly. Sorry, it's not focusing. But this is the eagle from the 84 Olympics. And then this flag pin says 1984 on it. So I'm assuming it was got at the same time. And then a couple other little, the stars and another flag pin on there as well. Oh, that's a nice little focus there. Let's be happy.
Yeah. Man,
so,
if you collect this kind of stuff, that's a fantastic collection.
Oh, yeah. And it's a great flag. This is a beaded flag patch. So you could attach this to a jacket or a scarf or whatever you collect your pins and memorabilia on. So I was just going to start the whole thing out at $8 because I didn't know how much interest there'd really be. So $8 for the entire lot of Olympic and flag pin memorabilia. I hope I didn't drag that out too long.
No, that's fascinating. That beaded flag is so cool.
So if nobody's interested on an offer up, then I would sell the whole thing for, like I said, $8. What can I say? I need space, and Olympic lapel pins are not something I am serious about collecting. They just all sort of happened to me. And I thought, well, crap, as long as they're all happening, let's do it. So the Olympic lot is $8. And it's going to be letter D if you just want to pay the flat rate. And nobody wants to do an offer up. So $8, letter D.
All right. So if you're interested, then you can put that in the chat. We are going to move along. And if you guys saw the Thrifty Hippie come in, her name is Peg. She'll be doing a sale with me next Wednesday morning. It's going to be her first YouTube sale. I'm so excited about it. You all will get to. She came on my show at the end of the year to show her favorite vintage items. So I kind of introduced her to people, but this will be her first sale. So super excited about that. So Wednesday sale with the Thrifty Hippie, and then Thursday evening sale with Janice. We are doing it's my first jewelry sale. So excited. All right. I have something I think is kind of neat. It is candle collars, but these are ones from 1977 made by the Party Delight Company. These are not glass. Before that, they would be glass, but they're plastic, new old stock. How nifty are those? And look at this pattern.
Gorgeous.
Even though it's 1977, I think this pattern fits right in if you do, 1950s, early 60s decor. And so you've got super cute packaging here. Candle collars. And I thought they were just fun. And since it was new old stock, I decided I'd pick them up and bring them to you. $5, number 14. $5, number 14. And then I just think this is the sweetest. So I brought it to my Valentine's Day sale Tuesday night with Sean Skunky Chunk. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
But it did not sell, so I'm going to bring it back here again. This little wood box says Lucille in 1946. It's etched right or burned. But it says Lucille 1946 right there. Doesn't have anything else on it. Just a little box. Little wood box.
Oh, it reminds me of something Lucille Ball would have. I hear Lucille and I'm thinking, Lucy!
So sweet. Lucille, 1946. So I thought it was sweet. $6, number 6. $6, number 6. And that is my 2. We are back to Wendie.
Okay. So we're going to do...
Hi, Tiger.
Hi, Tiger.
Tiger, I bought you something yesterday, and I will be getting it in the mail out to you on Saturday.
So
I'm excited for you to get it.
So much fun. So the first thing is I'm going to do a recap on the mystery box since we've got some more viewers and we're kind of in the middle of the show. So right now, if you type in G, the amount you want to spend, and whatever style of craft you're into or want to experiment with, whether it be fabrics and ribbons, building an assemblage, journaling, beads, and a variety of just little goodies, type G in the text, in the chat, and I will write you down for a craft box. And I really enjoy making them. I really want to get more focused on just dealing with craft boxes, hence the reason the hard goods and such, we're moving things along. And yeah, and I will build you a personal craft box. If you have a color or a theme that you're working towards, let me know, and I'll try and gear it to what you're trying to do. So there's that. And then my next thing is yeah, one of those. Oh yeah, let's do this. Haha. Here we go. Yes, it's a big box. Well, it's kind of a big box, but the box is half the fun, unfortunately. Well, fortunately. The box is in good condition. One of the least beat up boxes I have seen in a while. And this is a revolving poker rack. And it also has, on the inside, it has helping to teach beginning pokers. I think somebody printed this off and put it in, or it came from a deck of cards. But it also still has its nice felt on the bottom, and it is full of vintage chips. Some look a little older, some look old, and some look older, because none of them look new. So, got the cream, the blue, and that bright, vibrant yellow. Oh, I don't know if there's a date on the box. it says North Hollywood, California, and it does have a zip code. I know zip codes can help date. Pacific Game. It does not. I don't see a date on it anywhere.
So you've got Janine for a craft box.
Oh, lovely.
So Janine, if you
journaling.
just email her at the Wendy's with IE, Wendy's Wacky Warehouse, tell her $15, and then the lace for journaling and any other, colors, or if you want some fancy papers or whatever, just send that to her and she will get on that.
Yes, I am going to be making craft boxes this weekend. That's my big thing. 15. All right, so on the revolving poker rack, $5.
Am I a bad mom for having bought my kids one of these?
No, not at all. My parents didn't have to buy one. It was already in our gaming area from the time I was very young.
Well, my dad was a preacher, so we weren't even allowed to have playing cards when I was a kid. My parents were very, 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 very strict. So
we went hunting with my grandfather one year. And the first thing my grandfather did was teach me how to cheat at solitaire. My dad's dad was a kick in the pants. Papa was awesome.
My grandpa was too. He'd say damn, and my grandma would go, because I was named after my grandpa. His name was Claude. She'd go, not in front of the kids, Claudie. He'd say damn. It was so funny.
So we'll go $5 on the revolving poker rack.
That is only $5.
Letter E. Like I said, I find
that's a fantastic really price. You've got My Pal Sal Vintage also for GGT.
Oh, excellent! Vintage ephemera and junk journals. I think I can handle that. And I see John for the poker rack.
Yeah, I missed that. Thank you, Jody. I missed that. So all three of you that want the craft boxes, just make sure that you go ahead and email Wendie with that information, and then she'll put that together for you and invoice you. And that was your
I'm going to take some notes here as well. But yeah, if you guys could email me with that. And of course, anybody new who's bought from me, make sure you send me your information on my email. Words, difficult.
All right, my next, and I know I've got 2 plates tonight. I don't do a lot of plates, but sometimes I just find one that speaks to me. And like many other sellers, I don't buy things unless I love it. I know I should probably buy what's trendy and what other people, but if I don't love it, I'm not picking it up. So I loved this scene on this plate. So it's just that size, hand painted in Japan, and it does have the spots to put the string in. These strings rotted so often, so a lot of times you pick them up, they aren't in there anymore. But hand painted in Japan. I loved the scene. And honestly, if somebody doesn't buy this, this may very well end up on my wall just because it's, I don't know. It reminds me of I was 10 when we moved to the city, or maybe I was 9.5. We moved to the city. Before that, we'd lived on a farm. And in the winter, when it snowed and the snow covered the fields, you couldn't even see the closest house. It was a very simple life, and I loved it. We had goats and we had chickens, and we grew all of our own food. And I think this just evoked childhood memories for me. $7, number 19. I think it'll go really well on a gallery wall. It's just so pretty. So $7, number 19 on that one. Did I miss anything? Oh, hi, Michelle. Thanks for coming in. And then I have This made in West Germany. It's price products. I gotta talk to my doctor when I go back, my eye doctor, about the bifocals in here. The price products bell. This is a big bell. It is crystal, made in West Germany, so that dates it a bit. It is 6.5 inches tall, and I love it for Valentine's Day because it has hearts all along the bottom, and it has hearts, these entwined hearts, making up the lid. Isn't that? I love crystal. I love the sound of that. So this bell, $9, number 2. $9, number 2 for the made in West Germany heart crystal bell. And that is my 2. Back to Wendie.
Okay, time for a little more jewelry. This is, I guess I'll start it as here's the deal. I got like 4 or 5 pieces, and I want to start each one at $1. And if you guys want to pay more for $1 for it than that, then you can offer up. So let's start with the chunky one. So I have a big chunky necklace.
Oh,
we're gonna call this one gold. $1 for a big chunky gold necklace. It's got a nice fat clasp on it. It is marked Natasha, whatever that means. Whoever that is, whatever company that might be. But it is nice, big, chunky gold one at $1.
That'll make you feel like an Aztec princess.
Oh, yeah. Then we've got a solid gold brooch. Well, gold tone.
Yeah, I'm always careful about saying gold tone and silver tone.
Yeah, it's faux. And the way I really tell, sometimes, sorry, I got lost on a chat for a second. Sometimes I have to take like the silver tone metals or the gold tone metals, and I'll just get them kind of warm in my hand. And if you smell your skin after that, you'll notice they smell like pennies or a strong metal tone smell. And that usually means that it's not real.
Jody, did you want a size on that necklace?
On that necklace? Yeah. Yardsticks.
See, Tiger, that's how I feel about it. Use the beautiful things. Use them.
Yes. All right. So from the end of the from the end of the chain you can latch it on to the clasp is 20 inches. So it is 20 inches from here to here. And I mean, I can even have it on, that would be latched right there if I can hold my fingers in place. Fingers. Who knew we needed them? So anyway,
and
it would fit nice.
Starting at $1.
Yep. So $1 for the gold 20-incher. And then $1 for the gold tone. And that's also gold tone, the necklace. And that says Monet. I'm not gonna fight the camera. It's a Monet brooch
for $1.
And that's also a little so you can use it as a pendant, or you can use it as a brooch. And we'll call this one brooch, so gold brooch for $1.
I'm sorry, Jazzy, that I missed you for the plate, but I've got you down now. And I've got you entered in the drawing. So, okay. Jazzy, I've got you for the plate.
So, okay, I just got confused. I might be confusing myself. That's okay. No, I'm just noticing in the chat that it's like $1 for the okay.
Okay, Jody came in first on the brooch. So Barbie, if you want to go higher, you'll need to go $2. And Jody came in first on the necklace too. So Jody right now holds the high bid of $1 on the necklace and the. Oh no, I'm wrong.
Or is it Nikki who wanted the
Nikki was $1 on the necklace.
Okay.
Sorry guys.
So evidently
on
the dollar jewelry people.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, I was writing down the plate that I missed.
That's okay. I just am so used to this. So used to what I've got not selling. So sometimes I get a little expedient. So
all right, we
I got the
are
necklace.
back on the necklace. Yeah,
Nikki wanted it for $1. Does anyone want it for $2?
And we've got, about a 15-second lag, so we'll give it some time.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not mean to put that on there.
So we'll start a little slower and we'll do this one and then we'll do the brooch and then we'll move on to you. If that sounds good. Because yeah,
if anybody wants to go higher on the necklace, Nikki is at $1 on the necklace.
Oh, thank you, Helen. You're just so sweet.
And Jody, are you just tired? You don't have any other symptoms? My mom's got that headache. Like she just can't focus. She's sleeping okay. Where Meg, my daughter, had it 2 weeks ago. She couldn't sleep at all. But my mom's just got that horrible headache.
Everyone here's been pretty good. I just
All right, I'm not seeing any other offers on the necklace. So nobody wanted to go higher than $1.
Jody,
Nikki was in at $1.
Right. Nikki was in at $1. Jody, did you want to go for more than $1 on the necklace? I know you had put something in on it too. You want Nikki to have it. You're so sweet. All right. So $1 to Nikki for the necklace.
Okay. And then on the brooch, I think the first bid was Jody on the brooch.
Jody on the brooch. Did anyone want $1?
So you'd had Barbie and Kim interested in it. Did anybody want to go higher than $1 on the brooch?
Oh, Barbie, you're so sweet.
Kim, were you interested in the brooch? Did you want to go higher than $1? Jody's trying to give away her COVID. No, Jody, no.
No, she's not. She's trying to keep it. All righty. So Jody gets the brooch. Jody, do you realize this is the first thing you bought from me? And I have all these other goodies to send you.
Nice. Jody, make sure you send your info to Wendie.
All right.
All right. And was that your 2?
Yes, that's my 2.
Okay. So we are back to me. And I was like, where'd it go? What's behind me? What my family told me is an urn. It's a small wood urn. They're like, for a pet. And I'm like, no, the pet urns are boxes now. But it is a very well-made wood. To me, it made me think of the ginger jar. Like they're about the same size. So I have this little wood in this beautiful, I don't know if we weren't all, quarantined, my brother could tell me what this is because he turns wood and he makes these beautiful, beautiful things. Thank you, Gina Marie. I felt very rainbowy today. I'm trying to pep myself up with the weather and everybody's health. But this beautiful, not marked in any way, little wood canister. Let me tell you how tall it is. So it is under 5 inches, probably like 4 3/4 inches tall. And yes, Jazzy, it absolutely could be. And I did think of that because we pet moms love our babies so much that this would make a really special place to keep your pet's ashes if you have one that has passed. So if you want to buy it for that, absolutely. I mean, it is beautiful. It does have some wear. You can tell it's not brand new. There's a little wear on it. There, you can see it. But overall, it's just so pretty. So this little container that can be used for whatever you need it to be used for, $10, number 12. $10, number 12 for that one. Let me just check the chat and make sure. I didn't miss anything. All right, I don't think I did this time. Good night, Helen.
Oh, good night, Helen.
And for those
we
of you
dream
who just
of retirement for you.
For those of you who just come in and don't know, not only does Jody's family have COVID, but my mom, the 2 nieces that live there, one of the nieces' boyfriends, all have COVID. I was around them Sunday. Today is Thursday. I am still okay. So I'm hoping that for the second time in 2022, I have dodged the bullet. Let's hope. And so far, my dad's okay. And my mom, if you guys want to know, picked it up at the hospital. My niece had to have a permanent heart monitor implanted, and my mom insisted on being at the hospital with her, and my mom picked up COVID at the hospital. So there you go. That's how that happened. All right. But so far, she just got a super, super bad headache. She's none of the lung stuff. So that's good. Okay. My second item is this wall hanging wooden birds in a heart. It's got a bird on it, like the crazy lamp lady says. And this is a good size. It is 6.5 inches to the point of the heart. Super pretty. It's wood. It's cut out. And it is going to be $8, number 17. $8, number 7. Man, since I mess with this stupid ring light, like it's even worse. I cannot. Got a problem with the ring light. And that is my 2. We are back to Wendy.
Okay, so I've done a smidge of sorting. I still have some more sorting to do, but I can bring out a lot. This is fun. I'm just picking up one of each because I found that I have so many. I picked up a box. We know how we like our boxes. And it had a whole bunch of postcards in it. And a bunch of these postcards are covered bridges of Oregon. So first you're going to get this, I guess I should make it an offer up, and we're going to go. Okay. You're going to get a pack of, and we're going to start it at $6. Starting at $6, you're going to get a pack of Oregon rustic covered bridges. This is got a map on the inside of where the bridges are located. And it has some, so this is Wildcat Bridge. And on the other side, you're going to get a picture of McKee Bridge over the Applegate River. I have floated that river before. It almost killed me. Respect the rivers. This is the covered bridge in Weimar, and this one is a hand done. And actually, oh, heavens to Betsy. I didn't realize this one had been mailed. This probably doesn't usually go in the pack, but you're going to get it anyway today. This one's been mailed. This is a Rochester Bridge with its reflection. And then we have Milo Academy Bridge. And then we have Ernest Bridge. And we have Remote Bridge. And then this one is this is Oregon. And a little description as well. So you'll get that little pack. And then you will also get some individual postcards. This is located near Autumn Beauty surrounds this covered bridge as a reminder of older times. Located near Myrtle Creek, it's one of the few old bridges still in use in the Northwest. Which, this is an older postcard, and I just don't see.
Jody, don't take a dare. Oh my goodness.
I went rafting down the Applegate, and come to find out you weren't supposed to go rafting down that river because the farmers would still had old barbed wire strung across the river in places.
Ooh,
and it could pop canoes or cause problems. I didn't have that happen. I got flipped out of whatever I was in. I lost a pair of glasses to the river. I lost a hat to the river. I lost my original Birkenstocks to the river. So, yeah.
I used to watch a guy that did the river, like diving and scuba diving, and then he'd find all this stuff. And he'd actually, like, when he found wallets and stuff and cameras, if he could return it to the person, he did, like, at no cost. At that
90% of all the river guys I've seen return the stuff. It's just so much fun. No, it wasn't. I went rafting on our bigger river, the Rogue River, with some other people who were experienced. I would never go rafting again without experienced guides. There are some actual, I think class 5 is the highest, or class 6 rapids on our rivers here. They've actually moved some of the high-end kayaking competitions, rapid competitions, to a town outside where I live called Gold Hill. It's awesome to watch. Not something I would want to tempt my life with again.
Hi,
so then
Cheryl.
We've got the covered bridge in Willamette, Oregon, over the Willamette River. And we've got another one of McKee Bridge, which is out Applegate. I've been over this bridge multiple times. This is not really listed. All it says is this scenic old covered bridge stands remote Oregon in Coos County and is no longer in use. So this would be the one I called Remote Bridge earlier that they labeled it. This one is located between Ciso and Mill City. Then we have another one from the old covered bridge, the Autumn Splendor near Mohawk River in Lane County. And this is one of my favorite ones. And I don't know how many I have, but this one is kind of extra special. It says it's the covered bridge over Butte Creek, Eagle Point. If I'm not mistaken, this bridge has since burnt down since this picture, and they are in the process of rebuilding it. along with we had an old mill out here, a mill store that did all the grinding and had grains and stuff, and it burnt as well. So whole pack of cards now that I have dribbled on and on and on. $6, unless you guys want to do an offer up, or we'll do an offer up starting at $6. So
I'm not seeing any interest on those. So go ahead and move on to your second item. And then if somebody has some interest, we can go back to it. Hi, Steph.
Good. Second item is going to be another piece of dollar jewelry. So we'll start it at $1. It is a Dolphin Brooch. It's got a little blue rhinestoney eye, and he's hopping through a gold tone circle. And it has a signature LC right in a little plaque in the middle of the dolphin right down there. It's hard to see because my camera won't focus, and my camera doesn't work like Jen's. So
mine neither. We do not do that Jen magic she does.
I wonder if I adjust my light. Oh, I love my new little setup. This ring light's fun. I can just move it around.
And you've got Lori Blue Flamingo Mercantile for $1. So if anybody else wants this, you'll need to bid 2 or higher.
Hello, Lori. It's been a while. I'm so sorry I haven't been in touch.
Jody. Isn't that awesome, Jody, when somebody sends you an amazing box? Helen just did that to me. And she did not charge me for all of the brooches like she should have. She slipped extra in there, and they were amazing.
I have a couple more pieces. Not a whole lot.
Four items left each.
See, I have the other people keep track of what we are on items because I'm one of those people that can just keep reaching and grabbing and pulling, and yeah, it gets scary. So
we'll get you out of that hoard, Wendie, I promise.
So it doesn't look like we have any other interest in Laureate Blue Flamingo, so I'll just do a going once, and we'll wait to make sure in the chat. And going twice.
You know those covered bridges? We have one here at Mohican. And Mohican, you can hike in, you can canoe in. It's this whole big, park thing. It's massive. But that covered bridge used to scare me when we'd walk across it.
Yes, Jody, actually, I have so much overabundance of jewelry, and I do put some of it in craft boxes, and I do make a few things myself. But yeah, I'm to the point where there's some stuff I've had long enough. I'm starting to drop it to $1 and work my way up from there. And sold.
You guys, this is my girl kitty that hardly ever shows up on camera. Oh, and she's like, oh no, people notice me. That's my baby girl. And she and my daughter hate each other. All right. And if you guys have come in toward the end and you'd like a recap, please pop that in there because we only have 4 items left each. And we can do a recap if you'd like. But if everybody saw the majority of stuff, we won't do one. So you guys just let me know. Peg says, hi, Carly. She's like, nope, I'm out. She's out. So my next 2 items, I just adore. This is an artist. Let me make sure I'm not getting ring light on there. Her name is Jeannie Drucker. And this one is Hurricane 1989. And she did pictures of rainbow, a lot of pictures of Rainbow Row. So this was the Hurricane of 89. And it is so well matted and framed. And it is very 80s. These colors, very 80s, early 90s. And I'm going to be doing an 80s sale with Barbie and Nikki at some point in the future. And then I realized I had too many items. And so I brought these to tonight's sale, but there are 2 and you get choice. So that was the Hurricane, and this is Rainbow Row. So Jeannie Drucker, in 92, she had her own art gallery. This one is longer than this one. So it's just a teeny bit shorter and longer, but they are matted. This one is matted with the green and the pink. This is matted with the blue and the pink. And back in 1992, I was dating an artist. I have dated quite a few artists. I probably should stop doing that. But when he went to find out how much it was going to cost to mat and frame his artwork, because in the 90s, you matted and framed everything, it was so expensive that he could not even afford to get it matted and framed. So these pieces would have been very expensive when they came out. So that is South Carolina. If you do not know what Rainbow Row is, those are houses in South Carolina, which is coincidentally where I was born. Not near here, but I was born in the state. And each of these is going to only be $10, number 8. So whoever types that in first, you get choice if anybody is interested in them. And I know you'd have to have very specific colors for these to fit in, but I appreciated her art. And the back has all the info about the artist, both of them. So I thought that was cool too. She lived in South Carolina. She had her studio in Charleston. So I see Cheryl. So do you want the pink and green, or do you want the pink and blue, Cheryl? You just got to let me know which one you want. And that is my 2. So I will switch back to Wendie. And Cheryl, you can just let me know in the chat which one you want, and I will write that down.
Okie dokie. Yeah, we're going to do dollar jewelry again because I'm like, I'm still trying to write my drawing tickets down. But the sad thing is I have a whole spool of raffle tickets. I just can't find, well, I can find them. I just can't get to the drawer. So the next one is going to be another necklace. It has dangle. We like a dangly and a jingly. I don't think it's vintage or anything like that. Hence it's a dollar. We like the dollar stuff. So it's nice and long. The chain doubled over is 13, so that's a 26-inch chain with a 4.5-inch pendant. So it's a nice long necklace. It will hang right well between your tatas.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Make the girls look blingy.
And
so
Cheryl,
nice,
I got you for the hurricane picture. Thank you.
Nice and long. Whee! And it has a nice large, actually, this is a double. This has a double hook on it for those shirts that you can hook them into. They have some hooks and shirts and dresses now that have little like ribbony hooks in the back, and you can attach them to that. So it has the double clasp, very large. Also, I'm sorry, but if I could go, I mean, how can you complain with trying to get into something? Okay, it sounds dirty, but still, you usually don't get that big of a loop to hook your clasp into. There, that sounds better.
Jody, you were first at $1. Nikki was second. So
and it looks like Jody's at $2.
Well, she's outbid herself because she was the first one at one. I know when you're putting it in the chat, you always see yourself first. So she might have thought Nikki was first.
So there's that one.
Well, no one's coming in with the second bid, so you can go ahead and. Okay, Jody. Jody's like, I'm at 2. All right, Jody.
Okay, Jody.
Jody, don't yell at me. I'm stressed out.
I need to be yelled at on occasion. It keeps me in line.
All right, so well, I learned from Skunky Junction to go with intent, so I know Jody. I'm just kidding. So if you want to go ahead and do
going once.
And Cheryl, I just got your email, so if you want both prints for 20, I can do that. Absolutely.
And going twice. And sold to Jody. Well, I'm going sold. Maybe somebody will snipe in there.
I think we're probably safe on that one if no one else jumped in.
All right. Thank you so much, Jody. It is yours.
Was that your first item? That was your first item.
Oh,
right?
It was. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm having brain farts. The brain is farting all over the place. All right. This is a made in China. It is nothing huge. That's why it's $1. It's got 3 little rhiney stonies.
Oh, that's
and
pretty.
This is a solid bracelet. It opens here and comes back together. So
that reminds me of the kind of stuff that I bought my daughter for homecoming and prom dances because she loves the bling. And then she'd wear it once and not want it. And it's in my jewelry box.
More crafting goodies for you.
Heck, I wear the did you see my sparkles tonight?
It's a bracelet. It's a bracelet, Barbie. It's not a, this one's not a necklace. This one's a bracelet. Sorry. Bracelet starting at $1. Nice little hinge.
Jody, Nikki's right. We can't bid against you. You are our vintage mom. You put us in vintage first, just like a drag mother. Vintage mother.
So bracelet for $1. And I'm just trying to also make sure that I have everybody's name in for the drawing. Okay, so 2.
Cheryl, you were first at $1. So, okay, we've got Cheryl at 3 and I'm out. So you can count down if you want.
All righty. So we are at going once. That's the word. Words are hard.
Jody, I think it's fantastic that back in August you had me sell an item because my original plan, guys, and a lot of you don't know this, I was not going to sell until 2022. Like my plan had been like, and I'm hem hunter. I probably wouldn't even have started then. I was like, oh, I'll just wait. I'll start selling in January next year. I'm not going to. And then Jody's like, sell an item. And I'm like, okay. And so I would not have gotten started that many months early if it hadn't been for Jody. So I'm so appreciative of that. There's the going once. There's the going twice. Oh, Nikki, we're going to wait until this year to start too. And look how we are so far along. We have had so much fun. We have made so many new friends, and it's been awesome. So that is why I am always grateful to Jody. Always. She is my vintage mom.
All right. And that's Cheryl, right?
Yep.
Now, Cheryl, I know I don't have your information, and anybody else, because I've had a lot of new buyers today. This has been excellent. Thank you so much. Make sure that you send your information to Wendie's Wacky Warehouse at gmail.com. And don't forget, Wendie is spelled with an I-E.
I-E. And Nikki, do you think you could pop Wendie's link back in to the chat? It's been a while. And
thank you.
Guys, Wendie's got a new channel, so she doesn't have a ton of subscribers, and she's only posted one video?
Yeah, kind of an intro. Don't let it scare you.
But
I was having one of those days.
She will be posting more this year. It's one of her goals. So make sure that you go and like her channel. And if you haven't subscribed to me, subscribe to me, please. Because I'm awesome.
So very.
All right. We're down to 2 items left each. And if you guys want, we can do a quick recap. But I haven't seen anybody say that they want to recap yet. Okay.
I saw Jody mention a recap.
Did she?
And I just have a few items that I think I didn't sell. So
they're right here in front of me. We can absolutely do a recap, guys. We can always do a recap. So I have one of the wine bottles. These are not vintage. And I try to stick to 99% vintage. Oh, Steph said it too. I missed it, guys. So I try to stick to 99% vintage since it's literally in my name, Claudia K Vintage. But I do love these wine bottles. We have one specialty shop where I can get these here in my area. And I sold the solid red and the black previously, but I have this red right here. Oh, I'm all purple. And my shirt actually says be kind on it. Let me look. It says be kind. It's my motto. Yeah, this is a Riesling that comes in these bottles if you don't know, and specialty wine shops do carry it. So it's not like if you want to buy the wine bottle and have the wine and then have the bottle, you can. But they put these bottles out in different timelines, so it can be hard to come across the different colors. So this one is the clear red, which I thought was perfect for Valentine's. So if you are a cat lover, this is not one I drank myself. The 2 that I sold previously, I'd actually drank myself. This one I did pick up at one of our local thrift stores. So it does still have its label on the back, and somebody popped the cork back in. If it had been mine, the label would have been soaked off because I like to display them. But I have this one left. I had the matte black. Nikki just bought it off of me, Tiger. Yeah, the matte black. It was pretty sweet. And I had it displayed for, like 6-7 years. Nikki, drink your own wine. All right. Cat bottle, $10, number 3. $10, number 3. And if you like to just display red, white, and pink and not have, hearts and everywhere, then this is perfect for you to display. Or if you just like kitties, because he's got a cute kitty face. Super cute. Cat wine bottle. Ooh, let me set him back out of the way so I don't knock him over. And then my last item. Now this is interesting. So I picked up this it is a tiny little bowl. And I looked it up and I couldn't find anything on American websites, but this came up in a whole ton of some language. I absolutely could not figure out if it was Japanese, if it was Chinese. I don't know what the language was, but it came up and the only American word was vintage. So there's that. I identified it by whatever's on the bottom. It kept coming up vintage. So I translated the yen. Does anybody know which yen is? Is that Chinese or Japanese? I don't know, but I translated the amount of yen that these were selling for into American dollars, and I'm charging less than that. That's how I figured the price, because I had no idea how to price this. So this little Oriental bowl, $6, number 13. Japanese, yeah. Okay. So it was marked as vintage, and I found this exact one under several listings. And when I could get an American translation, it came up vintage. So I don't know anything about it, but no chips, no cracks. It's adorable. If this is your kind of decor, $6, number 13. And that is my last item. So I will go ahead and do my speed round while Wendie. Oh, no, because you have 2 more items because I went first.
I get 2 more.
Yeah.
And these are kind of
my guest going first. So
these are kind of off the wall items that normally I wouldn't bring. And I'm sorry, Tiger. I really am. I was going to keep the purple one if it fit me. But if it doesn't fit me, unfortunately, I wish. So they are marked. The mark is false. They are marked as 4XL. I believe this is a Chinese measurement because I couldn't get, when I went to put my arm in the sleeve, it was too fat and I thought I was going to bust a seam. So this is going to be for the slimmers, our smaller petiters out there. And it is a robe / cape. It has a hoodie. It's super soft. It has the most amazing design around it. It is definitely floor length. It snaps up on the inside. And let's see if I can get the full design up here. Here we go.
That's so pretty.
It has got these white triangular patches in it. It's all one fabric. Nothing is sewn except for the main seams of the robe itself. And it has a beautiful design here on the back.
Oh my goodness. What size do you think it is?
I'm going to say a medium. I'm going to have to go medium. It might fit a smaller large. Of course, my largeness has grown and I haven't really measured it recently.
Yeah, I know when my daughter buys things from Chinese companies, which she does a lot of online, she has to like size 3 sizes up, and she's tiny. Just because their clothing is so different from American. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
So I have this one, and I'll sell that for $10. And I have another one, the exact same measurement in size, but this is like autumn colors. So you've got the darker red with and it comes down, it does almost the same colors, the white and the purple.
These are stunning.
I couldn't leave them behind on the shelf, especially since it was half off day. So I wanted to grab them, and I'm like, somebody on the channel has to love these as much as I do. And they have to fit somebody.
And they need to be in a medium, an American medium.
Yes, they are. They are labeled Chinese 4X. I estimate that to be an American medium. So I bet you one of these would get kitschy.
Lori will take yeah, Kitschy's tiny enough to fit everything. Lori, Blue Flamingo Mercantile, will take the purple.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, I would bet whoever bought them thought they'd fit because they're missized. They didn't.
Oh, yeah. And I mean,
me neither, Jody.
I'm like, I was looking at that top. Yeah, I know. I get it home. I start to put it on and my arm gets tight and I'm like, oh, this does not bode well.
Yeah.
So purple robe to Lori with blue flamingo. All right.
Yeah, they are gorgeous, Angela. And my poor baby girl, she's tiny anyway. And like she's way shorter than me and she's always been real petite. She lost even more weight when she had COVID. And now she still hasn't gotten her taste and smell back. So it's so hard to force yourself to eat when it tastes like nothing.
That's when I resort to texture. If you can't taste it, at least go for like, make sure you've got something crunchy in what you're eating.
Well, she tried to eat a banana with no taste or smell. Ooh, mushy foods was not it. It was
no. Go for the crunch and pray for salt.
So do you want to go ahead and do your recap then? Was that your last one?
Yes, those were my last ones. So, recap. I have 4 bags of mini spools at $4 a piece left. So, if you would like a bag of 10 vintage miniature spools, some of them still have their paper labels on them. Some of them have the imprinted ones. So, we'll get you those for $4.
I have so many memories of those because my mom used those in so many crafts because she'd saved her mom's. That's good memories.
So these were and these were rescued from the barn before I left. So it's happy. And as soon as I can get to the point where I can wash the fabric that came from her place, I got vintage fabric. So
ooh, I would like to
pray that I can get to my washing machine. That requires me washing my own laundry though. All right. You want another set? And the red cape thing too? Okay, so Nikki would like the other cape robe.
I've been sharing my washing machine with my sister who lives in the apartment above me because theirs quit a couple weeks ago. And since it's just me, I make sure I get it done during the week and then she's off on the weekend. But I'm like, you got to bring me some alcohol in order to use my washer. Like, that's my price.
Oh yeah. No, there's always been prices involved when I had to go, when I was doing that. For a while, there was no washing machine on my half of the duplex, so I would have to go to my uncle's half. He's not the cleanest fellow around, so using his washing machine was like, and then I physically do not have the strength to lift a laundry basket full of wet clothes and walk across. I know it's only like a 2-car garage I have to walk through and then in and back, but I had made, he had a chair that didn't work anymore. It was all broken, but it had the wooden frame and wheels. And I'm like, thud, I'd set my laundry basket down in and I would roll it across. So I did not have to lift it. Whatever we can do to save our bodies. I don't believe anyone. So this is H for $9. This is the Napco milk glass footed bowl, I guess is what we're going to call it. So I've got that one.
So good.
And we have the Brody milk glass vase for $7.
Made in Ohio.
Both of those were made in Ohio, even the Napco one. We're Ohio full today. And then I'll do the reminder for anyone interested in a mystery craft box. Type the letter GGG into the chat, or send me an email. Let me know how much you'd like to spend, what kind of crafts you're interested in, and projects you want to work upon. Give me a little bit of theme, and off we go. I'll create you a mystery craft box and get that off to you.
Nikki, don't get after John for his healthy appreciation of your beauty.
Oh, mine don't catch anything for me. Mine are just in the way.
Mine catch food, and then my shirts are always stained.
No, mine, that food just goes all over me. Nothing gets caught. And the coffee, oh, Lord forbid, how many times do I have a hole in my lip every morning when I'm trying to drink my coffee?
I cannot own a white shirt. Coffee and red wine have ruined every single white shirt I have owned for the last 20 years. Just ruined.
Exactly.
Is that all you were going to show, Wendy?
Yeah, I think that's about. Oh, the only other thing I have that I was going to show, and I think we started it off. I don't even remember where we started it. $6, $8. Somebody wants it, and that's the lot of the 1996 Olympic Dude with all of the 1996 Olympic pin collection and the countdown days, along with an Alberta Calgary pin, or an Alberta pin from 92, and the beaded flag with the 1994 Olympic pin and dated flag pin.
That's worth it alone just for the beaded flag.
I mean, I know it is, but I've had it for so long, and when I did have it, nobody wanted it on eBay. And then I found Dude to go with the whole thing, and I'm like, yeah, just keep throwing it together. One of these days I'll have a big enough Olympic lot.
All right, I'm going to do a recap. And Angela, I actually had a corset that was part of my steampunk costume because, like we discussed earlier, I'm a total nerd. And I had this amazing steampunk costume. And the top half of me is much, much larger than the bottom half of me. So I won an award at this steampunk event I went to for the top half of me in that particular corset. I have a picture of it, and maybe I'd post it on Instagram, but I'd need some convincing. Yeah, the Coke pen was in that, Sue. That's a good lot.
Those were really Coke pins in there as well.
Okay, so I will just run through my stuff real quick. I had the cottage sugar dish with no spoon, but it does have the little space there in the lid. No chips, no cracks. That's a Nesco. $9, number 5. A cottage for cottage core, if you have a cottage core. I follow this lady on TikTok who is older than us. Like, I think she's in her 60s. And man, this would fit into her decor so much. Her whole house is like the granny chic.
And yes, Sue, you can take that whole $8 for the entire Olympic lot. Yeah. I said 6 or 8, whatever. At this point, I just want to go.
Yeah, Wendy,
take it, my love. I'll take it. I'll give it to you for 6. That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. It is just got to go.
And I have the little bell, silver plated. Could use a polish. $6, number 1. I had the ginger jar. $10, number 4. I had the candle collars, new old stock. That was $5, number 14. They're plastic. They're not the glass. The Valentines mugs. Those were $8, number 18. Those are the Lucy and Me, but that was by Nesco from the 80s. This gorgeous milk glass hobnail, probably Fenton because it's the pointy hobnail. hand painted little footed toothpick. I absolutely loved this. That was $12, number 7. And Sue will take that and send her info tomorrow because she's already in bed. Good
Got
night,
it.
Sue. I had the wooden urn. This beautiful wooden container. And that was $10, number 12. $10, number 12. The baby bonnet, sweater, and booties that people concurred was handmade, although I can't guarantee that because I don't crochet or knit. Beautiful. With the bonnet and the pink ribbon. That was $9, number 15 for that. And then I had the bell from West Germany. That was $9 and number 2.
I'm not allowed to buy any more German items.
I love German items.
I didn't realize how many I had until the other night. I'd never pulled everything out like that in that big of a lot before and examined it. And I'm like, crap. Creamers and German items. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw for my free items. So I'm not looking, I'm turning, and let's see who won. And it is Cheryl. CRR13 Richie, you won. And what you won is this is from Skunky Junk Sean. It was in the Pay It Forward box that somebody purchased for me. So I'm giving those items as freebies at the end of every sale. So a friend of mine who has traveled extensively in the continent of Africa, she said she thought this was made over there. So you get the little bird, and that was a freebie from Skunky Junk Sean. And Gina Marie, I believe, was the one that paid for this box and had it sent to me. So that is the freebie. And feel free to pay it forward in an act of kindness to someone else. And I will be sending that off to you.
Okay, my turn. I've determined this makes a great little drawing dish.
Yeah, it does.
I might have to keep it just for drawings. Except for it's so big. I'll find another one. I always do. All right. And Cheryl got mine too.
Oh my goodness.
You're a double winner tonight, Cheryl.
Cheryl, play the lottery.
Yes. And Cheryl will be getting this rose-covered mug with gold trim and a little gold here. It is an Otagiri American Rose Garden, the Peace Rose from 1995.
And guys, if I miss something in the chat, feel free to add it in. Now I get distracted and I don't. I lose track. Thank goodness for my mods, Nikki and Barbie, who always keep me on track. I so appreciate the two of them. And I just love them anyway. But fantastic moderators. And
yes, I know.
Wants
I
me
didn't
to tell
say
you
it right.
It's
Otagiri. Otagiri? That's what I've heard.
Otagiri.
Okay, that's the next one. Yeah. I've heard like 6 different ways.
Yeah, if you go to Google and ask them how to pronounce it correctly, you will get a, I believe, Japanese woman who tells you it is Otagiri. Otagiri. But honestly, I like Otagiri better. It sounds more fun rolling off of the tongue. Otagiri. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. You should hear what I do. I have a love of, I have to concentrate now. Frankoma pottery. But I always call it Frankenoma.
Oh, I say Francoma. Francoma. I
I
always
just call it
say,
Frank from now on.
and people have tried to correct me in the chat, but because I'm not hearing it, I can't say it right. So Kanawa, I have it wrong every time.
Kinda wanna,
There's no, you're out of text.
kind of want to keep you.
But I always say it wrong. Always.
I'm really bad for it. If anybody ever played the World of Warcraft, yeah, there were places like, it's called Burning Steps, but they spelled it STPPE. So I called it Burning Steeps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are winding down. I see people are starting to leave. So do not forget that next Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel, Peg, the Thrifty Hippie, will be having her first YouTube live sale with me. Hey, Delbert. And it is going to be so much fun because she is an awesome human being. And then on Thursday night, Jen of Jen Eats and I will be doing my first full jewelry sale. All jewelry, all night. And I've never done that before. And I cannot do Jen's jewelry trick. So it will be interesting.
We've got to fit there. We need to put a lens. They need to make a lens that's like a jewelry lens. It's for nothing but looking at jewelry.
So what do you have coming up, Wendie?
Actually, at the moment, I don't have anything coming up. I'm going to I've got to spend the next couple of days focusing on shipping. I've had a couple of I had one large private sale, and I had the sale yesterday with Helen, which I was ecstatic about. I sold everything but 2 items. And then of course tonight's sale, and I think I sold everything but 3 items maybe. And I had it.
I'm gonna be a vintage mom now.
Yes.
That makes you, Jody, a vintage grandma. I'm just saying.
So if anybody's looking for a spot or something, needs to come in. I have a lot of problems right now getting my computer to talk to StreamYard properly. So for me to stream on my own channel isn't quite working yet. But I join other people in their sales as often as I can. And I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who buy from me and invite me and keep me in the loop to make sure that I get I keep it going. I have a bad habit of I'm great for a week and then I sleep for a week, and then I'm great for a week and then I sleep for a week, and I want to get out of that routine, and it really helps to keep me motivated. Thank you, Tammy.
I love Wendie and I love hanging out with her.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try and get some more videos out. One, I'm trying to work on editing. I'm figuring out that I'm not good at that. Devin!
Yeah, I still don't have
Devin?
an intro and an outro on my YouTube videos. And I've got an idea for them, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to talk to one of my nieces. My family is so talented. So usually there is somebody in that generation that can help me figure out what I need to do. So I just came up with this idea this week. So I'm hoping I'll have an intro very soon to my YouTube videos, and then I'll feel like more official.
Yeah.
All right. So
yes.
I will be to
static sales are the other thing I'm trying to post. So static sales, I will be
on your Instagram.
Actually, no, on YouTube. I want to do
the
the buy it nows, kind of like Trish does. She does them so well, Trisha, at Sandy and Otto. And
yeah, Catherine Young always drops a static sale on Saturday mornings. I love Catherine.
And they're just so enjoyable. And I also noticed that by doing it that way, I can keep a smaller number of items. So it works.
And Steph, Canva is what I used to advertise this sale today. I like Canva. Tiger, you can't figure out Canva? I didn't think it was that hard, but you know, some things like get right into my brain and other things cannot. All right. So we are going to go, and thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening. We had so much fun. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.